If it's going on at the Dogwood Festival, the Fayetteville Observer Weekender will be there. Kelvin Colbreth, you guys have a major presence at the Dogwood Festival. Tell us about it.
Yeah, we're their presenting sponsor, have been for 2 years now. The Fayetteville Observer and Weekender out here making a big splash with everybody, and just, we get a lot out of it, we put a lot into it, and we just have a really great time with it, so it's fun.
I see you have a different shirt on this year than usual. Tell us about that.
Well, I work with the Dogwood Festival too, so we're trying to make sure that everybody gets what they're supposed to get, take care of all the vendors and do all that stuff today as well. And so I'm wearing 2 hats today, but it's been fun. We have a lot of great people out here, and if the weather can hold off, we're going to have a better day even this afternoon and tomorrow. So.
Well, 2 hats you can wear. I've seen you at times wear 4 and 5, so you're very capable of that. Now, I see a mascot running around here, I think Scoop Dog. Tell us about that.
Scoop. That's good. I'm glad you met him. He's our new Fayetteville Observer mascot, Scoop the News Hound. And, we're very involved with newspaper and education and trying to get kids involved in the newspaper. We feel that studying the current events is a great history lesson, it's a great sociology lesson, a great civics lesson, and Scoop is going to help us do that, get that across to the kids out there about how important it is to stay in touch with what's going on in the world through the newspaper and education, and do it in a fun way. So yeah, Scoop's running around out here, and he's made a lot of friends. He got out here for 10 seconds, and the kids were all around him.
They certainly were. Tell us about some of the promotional activities that you all will be involved in, the Weekender and the Observer this summer.
Oh, well, we'll be involved in every event from starting with Dogwood Festival and going all the way through Veterans Day, Memorial Day. We've got things going on, and then, of course, 4th of July out at Fort Bragg once again, right on into the fall, and we get into the International Folk Festival at our new festival park this year. So we're going to be involved in all of that throughout the summer, and the great big grocery giveaway and all kinds of things going on in the paper.
It's great at the Dogwood Festival with Aaron, Kellogg's representative. What are you guys doing out here today?
We are here at the Kellogg's Tony-Mobile. It's the one and only Tony-Mobile. We're so happy to be here today at the Dogwood Festival. We're sampling some great products. We have our Kellogg's Apple Jacks and Fruit Twistables. Also, Tony the Tiger is here making appearances. You can have your picture taken with him for free.
What type of reception have you gotten from the community here in Fayetteville?
Everybody has been really excited to see us, and being the only Tony-Mobile, it's really a great opportunity for people to come out and see that soon-to-be legendary vehicle.
I'm sure you all are in high demand across the country. Tell us some of the places you've been and some of the things you've seen.
Sure, we've been out since January, and this is actually the 3rd year the Tony-Mobile's been on the road. We've been to Atlanta, San Antonio, Miami. Next week we're heading up to Maryland.
Hey, you guys are snap, crackle, and popping all across the country, aren't you?
That's right, we are.
When you speak of people who care, Tony Schiavone is at the top of the list. Tony, Dogwood Festival, you set up a donation point for our troops in Iraq. What's going on here?
Well, I think when we're giving a great thanks in our community for a beautiful time of year and beautiful flowers, I wanted to make sure we didn't lose sight of what's really important. And that's our friends and neighbors that are deployed over in Iraq and Afghanistan. And this is just a small thing we wanted to do, is people are downtown enjoying Fayetteville, to stop by and leave some things that we could, working with Pope's and Bragg's Family Readiness Group, send some supplies over to the soldiers and airmen and let them know that we're thinking about them.
Tony, if you will, tell us what type of, it looks like toiletries and things such as that people are donating today.
Well, it's an ongoing effort out at Bragg and Pope, and they actually gave us a long list of things that the soldiers and airmen need. But as you can see, it is a lot of personal items that they just don't really have over in Afghanistan and Iraq. Ironically, the top of the list was soft toilet paper, so someone was generous enough to begin to give some of that, and other products like toothbrushes and Q-tips and baby wipes. Those are the kind of things that you can imagine if you were in an arid, sandy environment. That's the kind of things our soldiers and sailors need, soldiers and airmen need. We're also writing notes over here where people are able to come in and write some notes, and we're going to give those to our deployed friends as well.
We understand that AT&T calling cards are one of the top requested items.
It is, in fact, on the top of the list, in fact, and that gives the opportunities for the guys over there to contact their loved ones back at home. So AT&T calling cards are near the top of the list. I think they're on the top of the list. Toilet paper and other kind of personal items.
Tony, it's a wonderful thing you're doing here for our troops. Tell us how people may donate items such as this in the future.
Yeah. Well, we're going to do it during the Dogwood Festival. As I mentioned earlier, the family readiness groups at Fort Bragg and Pope Air Force Base, they do this year-round, and they welcome these opportunities. They're always available for you to drop things by yourself, or if you have events and can collect it for them, that's wonderful as well.
Edwin McCain at the Dogwood Festival right here in Fayetteville. Thanks for coming to Fayetteville. How have they treated you so far, sir?
It's been amazing. Everybody's been really kind.
Tell us about this new DVD, Tinsel and Tap Shoes.
We shot it at the House of Blues, and it's just a good little snapshot of our band and where we are right now. It's a good live show, and we're real pleased with it.
I notice how you give your band a lot of the credit, my guys and such. Where does that come from?
Well, we've all been together for about 15 years, so it's been we have got a great family of musicians that have spent their life doing what we do, and we're just happy to do it.
Scream and Whisper, the inspiration behind it. Could you tell us about that?
Well, we came off of a long tenure with the Time Warner Corporation. It was a time to make a change, and in the process of getting out of the major label biz, I wrote all these songs and became this album. So we're happy with that as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. We appreciate you coming here. Tell us about the radio work that you did in the past.
I've worked for Sirius Satellite Radio. Real big fans. They've been very kind to us as well. I did an interview show for them, and I do a weekly segment for the Pam Stone Show as well. So I do a lot of stuff.
Well, yeah, you do, and we understand you do a lot of charity benefits. Could you elaborate on that?
We do just about everything that comes across our transom. In fact, we've been so inundated with requests that I've started a foundation now in Greenville that we're going to be doing 2 big events a year to benefit local charities so we can try to take care of everybody.
That's absolutely wonderful. Edward, if there's something that you could tell young people out there today, what would be the message that you would try to tell them from Edward McCain?
Just find the thing that you love to do and do it as much as you can.